Hey my friends, welcome back. To this video we kind of travel back in time. We're gonna paint something that I saw back in 2019 when I was in Greece on Zakynthos on a diving vacation. We're gonna grab a set of brushes, you can see here, and start to premix the colors for the first layer. The colors that I use are on the left side. Basically starting with the sky. You might wonder, just one color? No, not really. I kind of start to blend into this pool of color, some more white. The farther we step to the right side, the more white I basically mix in. And so I build up the sky, kind of lighting up on the right side more and more. Without any underpainting, without oiling out the painting surface at all. Adding more and more white to basically kind of light up the right side here. And here now adding some clouds. You want more information about how to paint this painting here? Then make sure you check out my Patreon, link is somewhere down below here. Where we have meanwhile over 70 full-time tutorials. Between 2 and I think over 10 hours of pure painting, in detail painting, color mixing process, lots of information. Join me there and you will learn how to paint like this. So now we go on putting up the first layer of color. The trick here is kind of that you try to squint your eyes, and with this technique you kind of get rid of all those details that you don't want in this first layer of color. You just try to put in those blobs of color where they belong, more or less, without taking care of any detail at all. No trees, no shadow beneath those trees. Just setting in those colors side by side. And of course I also did my own thing here, more or less. Lots of different colors. We have brown tones, we have these grayish ones, a bit more reddish ones. We have in the back this color of the rocks that include more bluish colors here. To really get a whole variety of colors in, to really match this scene, to make it look much more realistic. And then I put in the first layer of color of the sea. It's very straightforward. In this case we have just two colors, this blue one and this dark one, this nearly kind of black one. And this looks, at this stage it looks really terrible, kind of. Trying to get in all those different shapes of the reflection that we have in here by just leaving out those areas, this darker areas here. I put in the blue colors first and then I put in those dark colors. Trying to really get an even line in the background towards the beach. And then I let the whole thing rest for a couple of days. Really completely bone dry. And then I start to add in just some more details. Some trees here, some rock details. This is a very plain, simple process that took quite a while, actually. You just put in these lighter greens to establish the location of the trees, more or less. And then you get in with this very dark color and put in the shadow beneath it or behind it, kind of, more or less. And the rocks in the foreground are built up, kind of a dry brush technique with a very thin layer of color here and there. Really to let the color fade out in some areas. As I said, I'm using a very thin layer, kind of a glaze, kind of a dry brush application thing. And then I'll go back and add some details back here and there. detail shot of how I build up those kind of fuzzy, bit blurry trees here. The bigger brush, again using very tiny amount of color on the brush. Then going back, adding these shadow areas behind the rock, behind the tree here. And yeah, I'm building up those shadows in the rock areas. And you see, I'm not often grabbing fresh color. I'm really very often using this fading, color technique on the brush, kind of, to get in those fading out shadow areas that I need. This really saves time before I would have to go back and remix this exact color. Again, I just use this thinning out amount of color on the brush, more or less. And then we already start to build up the water details. Of course, you see it's also dry. What I do is basically I remix this blue color again and start to build up more of those blobs of water. And then I go back, mix another color, a brighter one, and start to build up those reflections from the sky. Those, how can I put it? The water here is 3D and it has concave and convex shape, more or less. And on those, different areas, we have different colors that reflect from the sky. Just imagine kind of a mirror that is a bit bent and that reflects the color of the sky in a different way. And here now in the foreground, I'm also trying to build up now those reflections. And with these reflections, I kind of build up the 3D effect, the volume of the water in the front. Yeah, you see here pretty well that without this whiter, brighter color, this blue color here would looks completely flat. And when you start to add those wave mountains and valleys, it really starts to come to life and really starts to look 3D and become having volume. And the painting is still wet. I did not wait a couple of days. What I do here is now I build up those reflections in the back. I grab a soft round brush, grab some color and flat this brush out. I kind of wipe it on the mixing palette on both sides to really flat it out, to become to have a really nice flat brush to apply those details in a very thin stretch of color. These lighter ones were kind of the reflection from those rocks. Now we of course have also to add in those greens here in the same kind of manner. The brush fading out, the brush wiping flat, making flat and starting to add these greens here and there. The green is thinned down quite a bit in some areas. I just hint these greens. So I build up the whole thing and this is now the finished painting. So that's about it for today. Please leave a comment down below if you like this video or not. Then hit that subscribe button, that like button, and see you next time. Bye.